Good evening, everyone. Today we witnessed an explosive and unprecedented confrontation between President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, right in the Oval Office. This fiery exchange has raised serious concerns about the future of U.S. support for Ukraine amid its ongoing conflict with Russia. So, what exactly happened? In an extraordinary display of frustration, President Trump berated Zelensky, accusing him of failing to express sufficient gratitude for American assistance, which has been crucial in Ukraine's fight against Russian aggression. At one point during the heated exchange, Trump ominously threatened to abandon Ukraine altogether, declaring, "You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III." Vice President J.D. Vance, known for his skepticism about U.S. aid to Ukraine, added fuel to the fire by accusing Zelensky of being disrespectful to his American hosts. Trump echoed these sentiments, pressing Zelensky, "Have you said thank you once?" The tension escalated rapidly, and Trump ultimately instructed his advisors to deliver the stark message that Zelensky was not in a place to negotiate and should leave the White House. In a shocking turn of events, the Ukrainian delegation, which had prepared for a working lunch following their discussions, was abruptly dismissed. Plates of spring green salad, rosemary roasted chicken, and creme brulee sat untouched as Zelensky and his aides were informed they were no longer welcome. Reports indicate that the Ukrainians protested, hoping to continue discussions, but their requests were flatly denied. Zelensky left the White House with a grim expression, having canceled a planned speech at the Hudson Institute, where he was expected to address critical issues surrounding U.S.-Ukraine relations. A joint press conference that was slated to follow their meeting was also scrapped, further underscoring the breakdown in communication between the two leaders. Trump later took to social media, stating that Zelensky was not welcome back until he was ready for peace. As the dust settled, the Trump administration quickly sought to spin the diplomatic uproar as a show of strength. Allies like Senator Lindsey Graham were dispatched to the cameras outside the West Wing, calling on Zelensky to apologize for his perceived disrespect. In a statement, the White House declared, "President Trump and Vice President Vance are standing up for Americans, positioning the confrontation as a decisive stand for American interests." But what does this mean for U.S.-Ukrainian relations moving forward? Zelensky now returns to Ukraine with not only the fate of his country hanging in the balance but also his own future as its leader in doubt. Just days before this confrontation, Trump had expressed open hostility towards Zelensky, labeling him a dictator. However, he had seemingly moderated his tone, leading observers to believe a more constructive dialogue was possible. As the meeting began with pleasantries, Trump had even expressed hopes of being remembered as a peacemaker, reflecting on the prospect of finalizing a broader peace deal with Russia and Ukraine. Yet, the acrimony that followed revealed a stark contrast to that hopeful tone, raising fresh alarms across Europe, where leaders have been urging Trump to recognize the potential dangers posed by Russian President Vladimir Putin. In a post-meeting statement, Trump reflected on the encounter, saying, "It's amazing what comes out through emotion," and declaring, "I have determined that President Zelensky is not ready for peace if America is involved." This assertion has been met with skepticism and concern from various quarters, including prominent lawmakers who criticize the meeting as a political ambush and a shameful failure of American leadership. As the global community watches closely, the ramifications of today's events will likely reverberate for some time, casting a shadow over U.S. diplomacy. For now, Zelensky leaves Washington with uncertainty looming over both his country's future and his leadership role. This is a developing story, and we will continue to provide updates on this evolving situation as it unfolds. Stay tuned for more coverage on this and other breaking news. Comment and subscribe for the latest updates.